Hello Trail Dogs! Here at nobody's favourite YouTube channel, we love bikes.
No, really? Clue's in the channel name, innit?
More than that, what is more exciting than a new bike? Let's see who got the new bike and more importantly, what the new bike is. My name is Gary. Welcome to One by Bikes. So, a packet has arrived for Miles. Wonder what it could be. Shall we see the look on his face when he arrives home?
Hello.
Give the boy a box and he'll look to his dad for help. Give the boy a knife and he'll open the box himself. Off you go then, Miles. Careful with that because it's very sharp.
Okay.
Right, put the knife down. On the floor. Nice and safe.
It is just open.
Yeah. What have we got? Oh, the suspense is killing me. You're going to need some scissors for that. There are some scissors.
Thank you.
Try not to scratch the paint.
Yes. Okay,
That's definitely getting wrapped, by the way.
snippets. There we go.
And present for the ladies and gentlemen. What a machine! And Gabby got one as well. 2 propane spindrifts. Monster truck bikes. Happy?
Yeah.
Excellent. So then, new bikes for the kids, but why new bikes for the kids? Couple of reasons. First, the bikes that they have, or the bikes that they had, were the Trek Marlin 6s, frame size extra small. Now those frames are rated for people between 1.45 m and 1.55 m. Now the kids aren't quite 1.55 m yet, but they won't take long to get there. Second reason, we came across those frames on Propane's own website at a ridiculous knockdown price. They were both on sale in the Black Friday sale, which is November 24th, something like that, can't remember. They were bought in November and they arrived a few weeks later, but they came in, including shock, at €750 a piece. That's frame, headset, shock, €750. We could not say no. Unfortunately, we thought that, okay, we'll just take all the bits of their Trek bikes and we'll put them on the propanes. Now I knew that the forks weren't going to fit, but because the forks don't fit, then the wheels aren't going to fit. And if the wheels aren't going to fit, then the gears won't work either. So it was new forks, then new brakes. The cranks and the bottom brackets we could use. The bars and the stems we could use as well, but we decided at this point it was better to buy all new bits for the propanes and leave the treks more or less as they were. That way we can do the treks up, get them spotless, in absolutely good working order mechanically, and hopefully the paint as well, and then sell them on. We bought the frames, we knew the forks were next, other things like the wheels and saddles and all those kind of things, but we knew we had time on our side. There was a problem. The Spindrift is a 180 bike. That is to say, the shock and the rear wheel travel is 180 millimeters, and it takes a 180 millimeter fork. Now then, we didn't want to make them too heavy. We wanted to run a 35 mil stanchion fork on them. Try finding a 35 mil stanchion fork that has 180 millimeters of travel. It's a tricky proposition. Now, if we were going to find them, they were either going to be crazy expensive, or they were going to be kind of end of the line. Nobody wants a 35 mil stanchion with 180 mil travel, so they were either going to be crazy expensive or really cheap. We managed to get them really cheap. We found two pairs on different websites. Both were kind of like last of the line. I mean, they were absolutely brand new, but the kind of thing that sits in the corner of a warehouse and orders come in for other things, and that 35 mil stanchion fork with the 180 mil travel just sits and sits and sits. So we managed, fortunately, to get them quite cheap. So over a period of, I was going to say a few weeks, it was not a few weeks, over a period of a couple of months, 3 months, we collected all the bits together. Then it came time to start building them. This was something that I was not really looking forward to. If I'm completely honest, I am nervous when it comes to building. I don't know everything. I mean, I know you can go look at the internet and I'm fairly mechanically competent, but that fear of the unknown, ooh, have I done this right? Have I done that right? It's always there at the back of my mind, that kind of niggle. Nag, I should have said, but you don't say naggle, you say niggle. The niggle that nags. So, all the bits together, it was time to build them up. That's exactly what I did. And I will say to you, if you're having second thoughts about a project like this, don't. It's fairly straightforward if you do things in order. Now, I already have both of the bikes built up. I didn't film that because I didn't think it would be that interesting. But what I can do is I can go through the bike build with you. So, all we need is a bike. And there we have it. Miles's propane Spindrift, all built up and ready to shred. Right, now, I said I'd go through what I did, so let's go through the details. Okay then, let's start with the big bits first. This is a propane Spindrift in a size small. So that's from 1.55 m up to more than 1.55 m, but it will suit Miles and Gabrielle for the time being. Miles picked his in the teal with the racing orange, which I think looks cool. Gabby's is black with the badmint. I mean, Gabby's is just a stealth bomber. The fork This is the 35mm Lyric, and it's a 180 travel. So that's 180 travel fork, and this is the free shock that came with the bike. I mean, if Propane were selling these frames at 750 euros each and giving away a free shock, I can only surmise that there's a new Spindrift on the way. We thought there was, and then they came out with a gravel bike, which is good for those who like gravel bikes. We thought we were going to get the new Spindrift. The new Spindrift didn't arrive, but I think that when the new Spindrift arrives, this here is not going to be 180 anymore, it's going to be 190. Hence, they're getting rid of all of these old shocks. 180, 180. That's the suspension dealt with. The dropper post is brand X Ascend, I think it is. Came off their Treks along with the saddles. The cranks are Shimano Dior with Shimano bottom bracket, mated to 12 speed. I think it's an 11 to 52, not sure. It's enough to keep them going on the highway and enough to get them just up about just about anything. 12 speed derailleur, of course, and shifter. The wheels we got a special deal on. They are also Shimano, can't remember.
It says MT500 on the rim there, dummy.
And I don't think they're going to last very long. We'll see, but I know how to true wheels now. That's coming in a video later on. So if I need to re-true wheels, then I can. Now then, brakes are focus SRAM G2s, which came off our bikes. That's Galfer, and there Sophie's slippers in the background. So that's the brakes. On Miles, he's got the 6-pack Millennium bars with the 6-pack stem. Tires are Continental Rubans. Again, they came off their old bikes. Pedals are these magnesium fellows, ready for race. They weigh absolutely nothing. And the good thing about these pedals is that the pins themselves, if you look, there's access from the back. So if you should smack off one of these, turn it around and you can replace it. On my stamps, my Crank Brothers stamps, there's a little Allen bolt in the top there. So if you smack the top of the Allen bolt, that's it, it's not coming out. So, not very good. These ones, very, very good. What else have we got to say about the bike? So those are the bits on it. Now, what I did, how I went around building it, was quite simple. Started with the frame in the stand, and then with the fork off, I ran my cables through. I then got my outer housing damper. It's like a tube that runs over the housing here, and then just fed it through these apertures here, and then put that in. So all of this inside the frame, all of these are damped. That's the important thing. Then run it out, put your fork in, tighten it up, and everything will be lovely. The crank is a simple install. The derailleur, it just bolts on. I mean, everything is more or less easy. Buying it from Propane, they'd already put all of the frame bearings in, so that wasn't a problem. The headset was already in, so all we needed to do was just fit the fork, put the stem, the stem spaces in, put the stem on, tighten it down, bars in, and put all the cockpit together. That's, yeah, I mean, it's easy enough. Building a bike is not that difficult. Well, you can't beat some good old slow-mo beauty shots coupled with some dreamy, trancey music. Nope, that worked beautifully. Oh, did anyone notice Miles behaving absolutely normally in the background? Well, kids are what kids are. Now, what we normally do when the kids get a new bike is we give them a run around the block, like this. That's what I want to hear. So that's the kids riding around their bikes when they were smaller. Bloody hellfire, those treks look large. Let's have a look at them going round on their new bikes. Nah, we could do better than that. Let's have their own words when they're on their own bikes doing some proper mountain bikey stuff. Over to you, kids.
I'll just wait for you to get your app open.
Oh, you're filming already, Gav?
Yeah, no, but get your camera out so you can see
Nah,
if
you'll be alright.
Right, we'll see you at the bottom then, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll follow Miles.
Yes, you said so. Damn. It feels like absolutely nothing. I'm going to break it, which you sound like a wimp because the mix pops out. this is way easier just going over the rocks now. And it'd be so much better on the spoofs than was relying on the other trails, because this bike is just 10 times better. Just last week I wouldn't have done any of this really, and now, yeah, this bike is just way better. It's better for arcs, it's good for jumping, because if I can hold properly with the suspension, then I can fly over jumps. No, just
One, let's go.
Right then, you follow me.
It's fine, Gab, it's fine. Don't worry, you get used to it eventually. Full suspension by. Bit slow there. Bit slow there, but hey ho. Okay. Goodness gracious, there's something on my nose and it's on the hair. But I think it's a spider. Hoping that it's not a spider, because I absolutely hate them. No, not hate, hate's a strong word. I just don't like them at all. Those are the super whoopies. And the end of it. End of the thingy. That is so much more, that's so smooth. Even this rock. Oh, full suspension bike, super fun. Alright, let's go. This feels so much different from my old bike. This was a problem. This was a problem. Oh, now I can do everything. Now I can do anything. Almost anything. Hey. Nope. You're going at the same speed as I am. No, she's like, can I have one more run? Gab, you're digging the chesty. Whoop, whoops, whoopies, whoopee cushions. Those are definitely whoopies. Whoopies! So much fun. I begin doing that now. It's fun.
So, people say that you can't get a cheap bike these days. I'm here to say yes, you can. However, there is one small caveat. You can get them cheap, but you have to look and you need time. If you wanted to build a bike up for the weekend, this weekend, coming now, no, you can't do it. But keep your eyes out for the sales, the big bits, the frame, the forks, the wheels, these sort of things. When you see them cheaply, buy them, stick them away. Then when you see something else cheap, you buy it, and you buy it in little bits and pieces, dribs and drabs. That way you will get cheap. Now, none of us are parts managers for the large bike companies. We don't have bargaining power. We can't say we will buy X number from you Shimano, X number from you RockShox, and you will give us the greatest price ever. No, we can't do that. But what we can do is we can look out for the end of line sales stuff. We can look out for the example, the RockShox Lyric Selects at a super knockdown price because they've only got one left. We can look out for the cheap Shimano wheels because they're desperate to get rid of them. Those wheels I'm not too keen on, but we'll see about that. Anyway, you can do it. Should you do it? Yeah, hell, why not? We did, and it worked for us, so it will probably work for you as well. Now, if you've liked the video, give it a like. Did you like the kids riding around on their new bikes? Because I tell you what, they sure as did. It's the first time they've had suspension bikes. When we were unloading our own bikes, when they still had the hardtails, they would get on my mum's. They would get on their mum's bike and bounce around. This is brilliant. Now they've got their own bikes to do it on, and they are loving them. Right, so we've got to the you like us, you give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. We might be no one's favourite channel, but we still create the content that we like and hopefully you like as well. Alright then, that leaves me one more thing to say, and that is, just in case you forgot, that one buy is one more better in it.